This is your family's first and most important line of defense against Mother Nature. When she strikes, make sure you call the people that I trust, my family and friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Tuesday, Brent. Got to hear from Darrell Sims, Tennessee's new running backs coach, and William Inge, Tennessee's new linebackers coach, as they were introduced to the media officially. And both guys kind of grew up with a little bit of Tennessee ties, and I think just had a reverence for the T.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. And what you realize is the coaching fraternity is a small world. There's all kinds of intertwines everywhere. And I realize I'm old because Darrell Sims stood up there talking about growing up, watching Jamal Lewis and all these running backs at Tennessee play. And he's from South Carolina, teammates with Eric Young. And I realize just how old I am in this world. But he knows a lot about Tennessee. Jefferson City at Carson Newman, close and been around Tennessee.
Yeah,
it's very clear how much he wanted to be here if this job ever presented itself. Maybe Kelsey Pope at least got his name in front of Josh Heupel, got him his chance, and he obviously went out and did what he needed to do in the interview process to get the job.
Yeah, ran into Coach Kelsey Pope out on the road recruiting, and those two kind of just talked and kind of, I guess, struck up some kind of friendship along the way. And then when Jerry Mack decided to go to the NFL, you know, a little bit of an aggressiveness there from Darrell Sims to go and do that. Flip it to William Inge, who grew up and was best friends growing up since a young age with former Vol Deron Jenkins.
Yeah, and Scott Pfeiffer, another guy that he knows as well. And so, again, small world, everything's tied around. That's part of what he knew about Tennessee was because of Deron Jenkins, who had a great experience at Tennessee and speaks with great reverence about his time as a Vol here. And interesting path for Coach Inge, just trying to make the decisions that he made. Feels like he wanted a fresh start, kind of wanted to branch out on his own, looking to grow a little bit more in the profession, and that's why he chose Tennessee over Alabama, where he clearly could have been on the staff there with Coach DeBoer, who he was very comfortable with their time at Washington.
Yeah, his family did not move to Washington. They stayed in California, but he told me a couple of days ago that they will be moving here, and he's got 3 daughters. They're all kind of that middle school, high school range, and, you know, again, I think they're really excited. As he said, to go across the mountain. Now, when we say that, we're talking about going to North Carolina. He meant cross the Rockies.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. From a football standpoint, though, I think both of these guys feel like this is an opportunity for them to grow and really grow in the system, really grow and broaden their horizons. They feel like they've inherited a pretty good room. They're both trying to figure out the system and learn everything, and are really anxious to get their hands on these guys on the practice field in a couple of weeks and see exactly what they have. Sims recruited Dylan Sampson.
Yeah.
You know, he knows him. Keenan Peely was a factor with Washington
before
Coach
he ended up here,
Inge was you know, in the transfer portal. So there's a little bit of familiarity, but there'll be a lot of growing with each other on the practice field here in another week or so.
Yeah, and for both Peely and Sampson, those are two guys that both those coaches will be looking at to be leaders of those rooms. One, because Peely's near 40, 26. And then Dylan Sampson, even though he's just going to be a junior, since he was a freshman, talked like he was a 30-year-old.
Yeah,
right?
and it was on the leadership council as a freshman. I mean, he's a guy who his voice commands, everybody responds to him. I think those are a couple of guys that these two coaches can really lean on as they get their feet wet and figure out exactly what they have and how everybody fits in to what they're doing. Now, there's familiarity. I mean, Coach Sims has watched tape on all of them. He knew Peyton Lewis coming out of high school. Yeah. I mean, he knows what he's got, but he's got to get his hands on him and really go to work with him.
He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill.